Hi, this is Sarah with Safe Haven, and today we are going to make coping skill flashcards for kids. We highly recommend that kids and grown-ups do this activity together, so you have a chance to talk about which activities your child is choosing for their coping skills flashcards deck, and if there are any activities that have special rules or permission that your child will need to ask you before they can do it. To get started, you will need a notebook and a pen. You will need index cards, a pair of scissors, and kids, if you have trouble cutting, make sure you ask your grown-up for help, and colored pencils, markers, or crayons. The first thing that you're going to do is make a list of all the things that you do that help you feel better when you're feeling upset, or sad, or angry, or lonely. These things are called coping skills. They're things we do that help ourselves feel better. You can also add in things that you like to do that just help you feel good about yourself, even if you're not feeling upset. You can see here the list I made is quite long. Yours doesn't have to be this long, but the longer your list is, the more cards you'll have in your flashcard deck. Once you've made your list, you're going to make sure that you have enough index cards for all the items on your list. We're going to be cutting these cards in half to make sure that the deck is small enough to fit easily into your coping skills toolbox. So, for example, if you had 20 activities on your list, you'll only need 10 index cards because you're going to cut them in half. Once you have your blank cut in half index cards, you can begin to make your flashcards. All you're going to do is go down your list and draw a picture that represents the activity and then write the activity on the card. Easy enough. We made a small pack of coping skills that we're going to go through with you to help you come up with some ideas to put on your own list. As we're going through these activities, what's most important for your flashcards are that they're activities that actually work for you and help you. We might give suggestions of activities that you're not interested in, or you don't like, or they don't work for you. Don't include those in your deck. Make sure you're only including things that you like and that work for you. Fly a kite. Eat a healthy snack. Sometimes if we're feeling a little cranky or angry and we think about it, we might realize we haven't eaten in a while. Eating can help us to feel better and lift our mood. Listen to a podcast or an audio book. Draw or color. Journal. Writing in a journal is a great way to express your thoughts and your feelings without worrying about what other people are going to think about it. Read a book. Spend time in nature. This can be something as simple as sitting on your front steps and looking at the trees around you, or the flowers, or the lawn. Or you can ask your grown-ups to take you to a park or go on a hike to see more nature around you. When you're out in nature, practice listening for different sounds, practice seeing all the different things around you, whether they're plants or birds or animals, and practice smelling. Are there different smells? Are there flowers? Is there a stream nearby? Take deep breaths and count to 20. This is a great way to make sure that we're getting enough oxygen to our brain to help us stay calm and relaxed. Listen to music. Unplug. Unplugging is spending some time away from your devices or screens. You can do this for as short or as long as you want to. Drinking a glass of water. It's very important to stay hydrated. Sometimes when we're feeling angry or cranky, it's because we haven't had enough water. make sure that you drink your water. Take a shower or a bath. Some people find showers or baths very relaxing. They help us calm down. If this is an activity that works for you, think about including it in your own flashcard deck. Painting. If you like to paint, this would be a great activity to include in your deck. Make sure you talk to your grown-ups about what you do at home to make sure that you don't get paint on things like the table or your clothes. Blowing bubbles. Just like the counting, this is an activity that helps us make sure our breathing is regular and make sure that we have enough oxygen going to our brains to help us stay relaxed and calm. Spend time with your pet. If you have a pet, spending time with them is a great way to make you feel more relaxed and make your pet feel more relaxed. You can just sit with them on the couch, you can give them cuddles, you can take them for a walk with your grown-up. If you're going to take them for a walk, make sure that your grown-up knows where you're going and when you're going to be back. Doing puzzles is a great way to practice mindfulness, which is when we are focused on the activity that we're doing when we're doing it. We're not worried about something that happened this morning or something that's going to happen later today. Pray or meditate. If you are somebody who finds comfort in your faith, having a card for prayer or meditation can be a really great idea for your coping skills toolbox. Play a sport. Get moving, running around. The next two cards are very similar, so I'm going to show you them together. One says take a walk and one says go for a run or a jog. For both of these activities, it's very important that you talk to your grown-ups about if this is something you can do on your own or if you need to have a grown-up with you. If this is something that you are allowed to do by yourself, make sure that before you leave the house to go for a walk or for a jog or a run, tell your grown-ups where you're going to go and let them know how long you think you're going to be gone for. If this is something that you need a grown-up with you to do, make sure that they go along with you for the walk or the jog or the run. And then lastly, we have clean your room. I know this might sound strange for a coping skill because usually this is a chore we do, but sometimes if the room around us is disorganized, it can make us feel a little stressed out. If you are somebody who feels a little stressed out when the room around you isn't neat and tidy, this might be a good card to include in your deck. After you tidy up your room, you might feel a little more relaxed and a little more restful. That's it for our cards. As you're making your own, make sure that there are things that work for you, activities that you enjoy, to make sure that your coping skills, flashcards, are skills that are going to work. Thank you so much for joining us, and please check back soon for more videos from Safe Haven.